Well, hi guys! Welcome to my whimsical world of Zen. I am Ken, and we're starting a new series on here, and it's called the Musical Mystery Tour. Let me just give you a quick description. So what it is I personally have over 5,000 songs liked on Spotify. So what I've done is I've gone and made a 13-song playlist, and I'm going to talk randomly, completely randomly, and I'm just going to talk about each of those songs. That's basically it. Now you can follow along because in the description, I'm going to have a link to this playlist so you can listen to it. Now, that being said, these playlists are going to change every time I do a new tour, as it was. And yeah, so it's going to be an adventure. So in the description will be the link to the playlist. I'll also throw a link to this actual playlist of just these 13 songs. Now, in the future, the list is going to change all the time, but I will add the playlist as a caveat to just this one, so you can pick either or. You can take the tour, or you can just pit stop here with this rock and roll of goodness. So it's going to be an adventure, and we'll just see how it goes. I'm looking forward to it. So let's get started. Get ready to rock with a musical medley. Hey, music lovers, are you ready to dive into a joyful sky of sound? We're about to take a wild ride through some truly iconic tracks. So hold on to your electric gypsy's soul. From the No Surprises brilliance of Radiohead to getting down for a last dance with Mary Jane with Tom Petty, we're running through the hits that will make you feel anything but sick. And don't worry, even if the dead don't dance, we got some serious rhythm coming your way. You'll only want to be with us as we explore the Love Potion number 9 magic of the Searchers. We get edging closer to some Blink-182 goodness. Feel the personal Jesus vibes from Depeche Mode, and maybe even find ourselves saying, I just don't know what hit us after this fantastic voyage. So, crank up the volume because it's a crazy little thing called love for these tunes, and we're just getting started. Okay, first up, we've got Burn by Robin Trower. Now, this track is the opening act on his 2023 album Joyful Sky, and it features the powerhouse vocals of Sari Skor. A fun fact is Robin actually recorded this song years ago with a different vocalist, but I guess he was waiting for the right moment to burn brightly. Thematically, it's about calming a partner. So if your significant other is on a rampage, just tell them to listen to some Robin Trower. It might not work, but hey, at least you tried. It's got this super soulful, expressive sound, which apparently resonated deeply with Trower. I guess he really felt the burn of creativity on this one. Okay, yeah, so let's talk about this. So the song is called Burn, and it's by Robin Trower. And yeah, I know for me, whenever the song came on the playlist, it was just relaxing. It's if you haven't heard it before, it's very soothing, like blues, think Eric Clapton-ish, guitar solos, and just an amazing song. So yeah, hopefully you enjoy the song, Burn, and it is by Robin Trower. All right, next, let's crank up the volume for Electric Gypsy by L.A. Guns. This bad boy is from their self-titled debut in 1988, and trust me, it's a fast-paced, high-energy slice of glam metal. Think big hair, bigger riffs, and even bigger attitude. Tracy Gunn's distinctive playing, well, shines here. It makes you want to air guitar in your living room. And lyrically, it's all about that wild, free-spirited vibe. Perfect for anyone who feels like they were born to rock a leather jacket and maybe break a few rules. Well, it wasn't a huge chart topper. It is a total fan favorite and a staple of their live shows, because who doesn't love an electric gypsy? All right, well, yeah, I checked this song out. Well, I checked out all these songs, of course. But Electric Gypsy by LA Guns. Now, I'm not a huge LA Guns fan, but that being said, Guns N' Roses is one of my favorite bands, and, you know, the starting of it starts right here with LA Guns. So yeah, if you like that 80s guitar in your face rock and roll, this song is definitely for you. So yeah, check it out. And it is Electric Gypsy by LA Guns. Okay, it's time to get a little melancholic with No Surprises by Radiohead. The song was released in 1997 on their legendary OK Computer. The song is basically a masterclass in dreamlike, slightly sad, and beauty. And yes, that prominent glockenspiel melody. It's so pretty, it almost makes you want to cry, or at least ponder the existential dread of modern life. Lyrically, it's all about the dissatisfaction and just wanting a little peace and quiet. The music video is famously simple. Tom York, his head in a fishbowl, it slowly fills with water and then drains. It's a metaphor for, well, probably how we all feel like we're trying to get through a Monday morning. Despite its somber tone, it's become one of their most beloved songs ever. No surprise there. All right, so No Surprise from Radiohead. Now, this is a totally cool song. I love Radiohead. OK Computer, as mentioned earlier, is one heck of a record. And, you know, I listen to this playlist on shuffle all the time, so it's not always in the order that I'm presenting it here. But I'll tell you, every time No Surprise comes on, it seems to me like it's this most haunting little lullaby that you'll ever hear. It's extremely peaceful, but extremely percolating from my mind as well. All right, let's see what we got next. Now for a classic, Last Dance with Mary Jane by Tom Petty. This gem from his 1993 album Wildflowers is instantly recognizable thanks to Tom Petty's killer harmonica riff. Seriously, this harmonica slaps, says nobody ever. And about Mary Jane, well, some folks interpret it as a certain herbal remedy. Petty kept it open-ended, so whether you're dancing with a person or a plant or just your own wild imagination, it works. The music video is iconic, featuring the stunning Kim Basinger, Vicky Vale, as the deceased woman Petty's Undertaker character dances with. It's a haunting, beautiful, and just a little bit creepy in the best way. The song became a huge hit for him and is a must-play on any classic rock station. All right, well, speaking classic rock station, this playlist is not that. It's all over the place, but what a great surprise it was when this song came on. Personally, I remember the first time I heard it was on Tom Petty's Greatest Hits, actually. And the video with Kim Basinger, of course, great. And it was very shortly after Batman, so she was still way up in the Vicky Vale spotlight. And man, Tom Petty rocks, and I hope you think that this rocks. Let me know in the comments if any of these songs you've heard so far, if you're liking them. And then also stick around to the end, and I'll tell you again about that playlist, so you can check this out. And let me know what you think about any of these songs, and take the musical mystery tour with me. Okay, let's slow it down a bit, but keep it groovy with Running by Norah Jones. This is the lead single from her 2024 album Visions. Apparently, Noah gets her best song ideas in the sleepy pre-dream state, like when she's almost running from slumber. Co-written and produced by Leon Michaels, this track is an upbeat, jazzy blend with a surprisingly garagey but soulful sound. It's Nora, but with a little more oomph. Lyrically, it dives into the themes of self-sabotage and trying to escape from a relationship. So if you feel like you're running in circles, Noah's got your back. Or at least a great soundtrack for it. Running by Norah Jones. Yeah, this was a killer tune. If you followed my earlier music series that was a 2024 Album of the Year tournament, you'll know I talked about Norah Jones a lot. She actually made it to the semifinals. So top 4 for Album of the Year 2024. This entire album is just absolutely amazing. Running was the first song I heard from it as well, as it was her first single. And it got me real excited for the Visions album to come out. And man, if you haven't checked that album out, do it. Do it. Do it. Okay, it's time to get spooky with the legendary Alice Cooper and the song Dead Don't Dance. This track is from his 2023 album Road, and it's basically a love letter to his touring band. Alice wanted to show off his amazing musicians, so they pretty much recorded this album live in the studio. And speaking of amazing, the song features a special guest appearance by guitar wizard Kane Roberts. Produced by the longtime Alice Cooper collaborator Bob Ezrin, this track has all the classic Cooper vibes. Plus, there's a music video that gives you a behind-the-scenes look at the band on tour. So if you ever wondered if the Dead Don't Dance, well, Alice will show you. Dead Don't Dance, Alice Cooper. Yeah, as mentioned earlier, the album Road features Alice Cooper's touring band of the last, well, other than Nita Strauss, probably the last 20 years or so. And yeah, back together with Bob Ezrin and Kane Roberts. You'll remember the big muscly guy from Machine Gun Guitar, from Constrictor and Raise Your Fist and Yell. And man, I'm a super Alice Cooper fan, as you might know if you watch this channel. And this song is absolutely great. The Dead Don't Dance. You probably haven't heard this, but I would absolutely tell you, check it out, man. It's really great. Lyrics are great, and the band is rocking. So yeah, if you like it a little bit heavier, you're gonna dig this tune. Now for a dose of 90s nostalgia. Only Want to Be With You by Hootie and the Blowfish. Only Want to Be With You. Released in 1995, this was a massive hit from their Cracked Rear View album. The song is basically a lyrical treasure hunt packed with references to Bob Dylan, Bobby D, Led Zeppelin, R.E.M., and John Prine. It's like a pulp culture quiz in song form. It hit #1 with the mainstream top 40 because, let's be honest, everybody, or everyone, only want to be with this song. This music video is just pure backyard barbecue vibes. People playing sports, having a good time. Simple yet effective. Oh, and fun fact, Bob Dylan actually sued them over the unauthorized use of his lyrics. So even though it's a feel-good tune, it has its own little drama. All right, only you and me, we come from different... Only Want to Be With You. I remember Hootie and the Blowfish, of course, being in the 90s. My roommate back in the day listened to this album relentlessly, and I heard it a lot. That being said, when this song comes on the playlist, it just brings good vibes to me. You know, it brings back a lot of memories. Huge hit song. Hootie and the Blowfish, Only Want to Be With You. Bobby D suing. I'm not sure how that court case went, but nonetheless. All right, pop punk fans rejoice. We've got Edging by Blink-182. This track, released in October 2022, marked the triumphant return of Tom DeLonge to the band after a 7-year hiatus. It is the first time this classic lineup of Mark, Travis, and Tom had been on a track together in a decade. The music video, directed by Travis Barker himself, is a bizarre carnival in a graveyard, complete with zombies and a giant monster. Because, of course it is. Musically, it's pure, unadulterated Blink-182, catchy, energetic, and perfectly pop-punk. This song was the lead single from their album One More Time, and it definitely had us edging towards our speakers for more. Yeah, so every time this song comes on the playlist, I absolutely love it. I enjoy Blink-182. I think Travis Barker is maybe the best rock drummer going, punk rock for sure. And man, Tom DeLonge, what an interesting cat he is. And then they all got back together, which I thought was great. The Blink-182 version without Tom, I particularly didn't get into, but it's great to have him back in all their childish ways. That being said, this is a great song. I think Blink-182 is an amazing studio band. Their live shows haven't impressed me much, but this is not about Shania Twain at all. This is Blink-182 and Edging, and it's a great song for the playlist. I'm really glad it came on there. 2022. Wow. Seems like just yesterday. Next up, we're taking a trip back in time for some classic fun with Love Potion No. 9 by The Searchers. Now, while The Searchers had a massive hit with this, it's actually a cover. The original song was by The Clovers. The Searchers' 1964 version absolutely dominated the charts, proving that sometimes a good cover can be pure magic. The lyrics tell this hilarious story of a guy who visits a gypsy, gets a love potion, and then just starts kissing everything. Seriously, everything, including a policeman. And then the potion breaks. Oh, the humanity. It's got that signature jangly guitar sound that the Searchers were famous for, and has been covered by everyone from Herb Alpert to Marilyn Manson. Imagine that. So, if you're looking for love, maybe skip the Love Potion 9. Number 9, that is. Number 9. And just stick with this song. Alright, well this just really signifies how diverse the playlist is. You know, Love Potion No. 9 with The Searchers, I absolutely love it. Every time this song comes on, when I'm listening to this playlist, it just makes me, 60s feel-good vibes. I've done a couple of musical theater productions. One was on Carol Kay, and really in the wheelhouse of what's going on here. And man, it's super fun. It's a super fun song, and imagine going around kissing everything now. Just imagine what this social media world would do to you. Look what it's done to me! Alright, let's get a little cynical, shall we? With Sick from Theory of a Dead Man. Released in March 2023 on their album Dinosaur, This song falls squarely into the alternative, indie, and rock genres. But what's really interesting are the lyrics. They're basically a giant eye roll at superficiality and the constant need for attention. Lines like, "You with the selfies every chance you can take. The yacht was a rental, the jet was fake," are just a chef's kiss in their sassiness. And here's a curveball. There's a ukulele in it. Yes, a ukulele in a rock song. So, if you're sick of fakes, this is your anthem. Okay, Sick by Theory of a Dead Man. Now this song is, I'm going to say maybe my least favorite on this particular playlist, but that being said, it's a great song. It's really good. It's all the things that I described earlier. Plus, yeah, it's really just kind of funny. You know, you think about people who are really into themselves and the situations they put themselves into. This song lyrically gets that, and it's like a hard rock pop song, I guess. Theory of a Dead Man, I had the awesome opportunity to open for them years and years ago at a music festival in Niagara Falls, I believe. And man, it was awesome. What a great show. First time I'd ever been on a stage where there was no monitors. You might not know what that means, but you might. In which case you'd find that fascinating. Alright, prepare yourselves for some serious vibes with Personal Jesus by Depeche Mode. Martin Gore, the songwriter, apparently got the idea for this after reading Priscilla Presley's memoir, where she described Elvis as her man and her mentor. It sparked his thought of how people can become a Jesus for somebody else. Deep, right? Released in 1989 as the first single from their Violator album, this song surprisingly incorporates a bluesy guitar riff, which is a pretty bold move for an electronic band, but it totally worked. It became one of their biggest hits, proving that you can blend genres and still be a commercial powerhouse. Plus, it's covered by everyone from Johnny Cash to, again, Marilyn Manson, the guy who likes to cover stuff. Talk about versatility. Seriously, it makes you want to reach out and touch faith. Okay, Personal Jesus by Depeche Mode. I'm definitely not a Depeche Mode fan. I'm not a New Wave fan yet. Anyways, nothing's really sparked my interest. I like The Cure a bit. That being said, Personal Jesus, everybody knows it. Your own personal. So, funny story, one of the bands that I'm in that does cover songs, we're talking about doing this song. It's like, yeah, the intro is sort of, it's really good, band's hopping. But that being said, after the first minute, it doesn't go anywhere for me, personally, and listening to it every time I came to the playlist, same thing. Just like start, I'll be like, yes, kind of turn it up a little bit, it's great. And then, maybe 2 minutes in, it's just kind of like, okay, nothing's happening. Nothing's happening here. So yeah, Personal Jesus. It's for some, not for all. But this playlist is all over the place. So yeah, Depeche Mode. Alright, let's get introspective with I Just Don't Know by Duff McKagan. This track features the incredible Jerry Cantrell from Alice in Chains, adding his signature guitar and backing vocals. Duff describes this song as pondering what is next in life, especially after the more hopeful opening of his Lighthouse album. He actually wrote the lyrics during a late-night walk with just his dog during the pandemic. So if you've ever stared into the abyss and thought, I just don't know what's happening, Duff's got you. It's an acoustic-based track, really letting his vocals and reflective lyrics shine. It's a contemplative closing to his album's narrative and his perfect wind down. Alright, Duff McKagan. I love me some Duff. I'm a big Guns N' Roses fan. You might have heard that earlier in some video, and Duff is part of the path to that. And now I've heard a few of his solo albums, and I enjoy them. I enjoy those albums also. Just Duff McKagan's pretty cool, rounded guy. Always a great interview, and man, he's played with everybody. Seriously, he's like me, bass guitar for so many folks. So yeah, this album Lighthouse is really good, but this song in particular, I really enjoy it. It's exactly like I said in the opening there. It's very just thinking, pondering life and what's going to happen and things that have happened to you. And then you add Jerry Cantrell in there, and well, you've got one heck of a song and a huge, great addition to this random musical mystery tour that you're on with these playlists. So yeah. And to wrap up this playlist journey, we've got a classic that still gets us tapping our feet. Crazy Little Thing Called Love by Queen. Written by the one and only Freddie Mercury, this song is supposedly came to him in a flash, like 5 to 10 minutes, while he was just chilling in a bathtub in Munich. Oh, Deutsch. Talk about inspiration hitting you when you least expect it, but it's a fantastic tribute to Elvis Presley again. It's full of that cool rockabilly style, and the song was Queen's first #1 hit in the US. And get this, Freddie himself played rhythm guitar on the studio recording. That is a rare sight. He usually stuck to the vocals and piano, as you might know. And it just goes to show sometimes a crazy little thing called love can lead to global dominance. All right. This thing called love, crazy little thing called love. I love this song. I'm so happy when it appeared on this playlist. And yeah, for me, as I mentioned earlier, bass player, this was actually the rock and roll song that made me want to play bass guitar. I played electric guitar before that, and just the boom, 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 that walking bass line in the 50s style. I absolutely loved it. So, a crazy little thing called love. Great addition to this playlist. Let me know what you think. Heck, man, thank you so much. This playlist has been pretty awesome, and crazy little thing called love sums it up. Okay, until next time. Phew. That's all for this magical musical tour. Thanks so much for joining me on this sonic adventure. I hope you discovered some new favorites and rediscovered some old ones along the way. Be sure to check back for our next playlist and more behind the music stories. And don't forget to like this video and share it with your friends and subscribe to the channel so that way you don't miss a beat. What was your favorite song from the list today? Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you next time. All right. Peace, guys.